What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Food Delivery Stories. It's your boy. So, we're going to talk about a few things right now. As you saw in the title and the thumbnail, tips and tricks to make money on these apps. I'm going to go through every single app I use and what do I do to minimize my profits and money, and etc. We're going to talk about first how I do my days, as far as making the money, and my journey since 2019. So, this might be the longest video I've done. So, got my adult beverage. I'm almost done with. Got another one. I got a fresh one here, ice cold. So not gonna say what I'm drinking. But why don't you go ahead and hit the subscribe button for your boy. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. So before we talk about everything, I'm gonna talk about how I maneuver myself to make money per day. Right? When I'm working 5 days a week, so that's 6 days a week, 7 days a week. I am the full part timer, trying to make full time money part time. That's how I flow. So the way I do it is I go according to my day. So if I have a bill due that day, I'm gonna work as much as I can to get that bill. So if I got a bill that's $50, I'm going out to make $50. If I make more than that, great. If it's busy, I stay out. But 50 is the limit, right? And 100, etc. Most days, my number has been 50. I've been working nighttime mostly, and because I'm doing some things to the vehicle. Plus, I got other stuff going on like YouTube. I'm trying to get monetized. I got the subscribers. I just get the views up. So everybody watch the full video, and let's talk about this. Okay, so let's talk with the first app we're gonna talk about is Instacart. So I'm just gonna tell you stuff that works for me. I can't tell you what works in your area. I know some people watching this, you're veterans, and you're in an area you're making 200 plus a day. I've seen the YouTube videos and congratulate you guys for that. That's awesome. I'm not in that area. I'm not saying we can't hit those numbers, but me and majority of people don't hit those numbers. So the one thing I want to talk about when it comes to Instacart is everybody wants to make a lot of money every single day, and sometimes you disappoint yourself. I'm not saying you should go out there and lower your expectations real low, but I mean, if let's say you don't have a bill. Let's say it's Monday, tomorrow, today's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday. I have a bill due Tuesday afternoon in the nighttime. Tomorrow and Tuesday, I'm working for that bill. That's all that I'm worried about is working for that bill, correct? So that's the way I do things. Now, when it comes to Instacart, Instacart's been slow. We're in the slow era. We have a bunch of new shoppers. So I go out in peak times, peak hours, I do 12 to 2, then go back out 5 to 8 or 5 to 9 or 10, whatever, depending what I want to do. But mostly it's 12 to 2 and 5 to 8. So I work 5 hours a day, 2 hours in lunch and 3 hours dinner. So if you're in a rut when it comes to Instacart and you feel like, man, I'm not making money, well, why not switch your schedule a little bit? I know people that go half a day out, go all day out. What if you just sit back and figure things out? Look at your earnings the last 3 weeks or something, or 2 weeks, and say Monday, oh man, Monday I do good from 11 to 1, but then it dies down to about 3:30. Go home, take a lunch, regroup. You have not a guarantee what you make, but always put yourself in a certain bracket per shift that you do, even if it's a short shift or long shift. 12 to 2 for me personally, I average no less than 30. So every time I go 12 to 2, I'm looking for that 30. I'm not going to stress myself and say, I'm not taking this $9 order because it's 6 items and then going 2 miles. If I'm doing my 30, I'm going to go do that. Right? So I would definitely say lower your expectations a little bit, especially if you have no bills that day. If you don't have no bills that day, I mean, just go out there and make what you want to make. Be honest. Today's Sunday. Sundays, I always want to hit 100, and I did. I hit the 100 for like a little bit over 113 cents, I believe. So for me, when it comes to Instacart, go out in peak hours. We have new people, and just sit back and see what times do you make your money, right? It makes sense. Another thing for Instacart shoppers, there's been an issue in my area with GPS. I don't know if it's happening to nobody, but it happened to me today. I had a double order for $30, and one was about a mile away, but the other one, it was saying 15 miles, right? The order stood there, nobody took it, and I knew why, because it was going 15 miles. But it wasn't going 15 miles. It turned out to be, what was it, 5 miles? It was a regular customer. So when you get regular customers, you gotta learn the map. There's a lot of orders that I take that seem far, and people won't take them because they don't want to drive far. But I take them because I know it's not going that far. So that's another thing. Know your area and all these apps as far as the GPS and the way the map shows you. So we got Instacart down. So pretty much go out there and just look at your numbers. Even if you take a day off, take a day off. Think about your numbers. Think about the zone. Think about what day I make this, what day I make that. My bill's due on Friday, but between Monday and Tuesday, I do great and it slows down. Let me save some of that cash. And that's another thing. Thinking about saving about cash, I try to save $20 a day. I get on a roll for a few months and it's great, and then I got to dip in. But I have that there. Doesn't have to be $20. You could go ahead and put $5 a day. Put something aside every single day, no matter how much it is. I would say no less than $5, right? But do what you do. So that's Instacart. Let's talk DoorDash. I gotta take a sip for that. We all know DoorDash is one of those apps that it's the biggest love and hate relationship we have with an app, right? But the tier levels is starting to make sense. So you gotta maneuver with the tier levels. But at the same time, it goes, so everything I said with Instacart goes with all apps as well, right? Pick a number. Let's say you don't multi-app, right? And you're doing DoorDash. So what you do is say, okay, DoorDash averages, let's say, $4.25 and up per order. They throw a bunch of $2 orders, but we reject those, right? We reject them. Now, what if DoorDash throws you a $4.50 and you're 1 block away from McDonald's and it's going across the street? A lot of people won't take those. I take those left and right, and in 1 hour, I hit like $25. Don't think so much of the money. Think about the miles and how fast you're gonna get the order done with all the apps, not just DoorDash and Instacart. With all the apps, think about it. Sometimes I see people sitting and I'll take an $11 order double for 12 units. Why'd you take it? I'm going 1.5 miles. And it's early still, depending on the time. I get picky between 6 and 8 when it comes to orders, but not too picky. But I know those are the orders people get home from work and they want to get stuff done. So when it comes to DoorDash, I would say get your tier levels up. Don't be too picky. If it makes sense, and especially if you're out all day, that $4.25, $4.50 to go across the street, go back and forth and do that shit until it doesn't come up. And then you get a good number. So, I mean, that's pretty much all there is with DoorDash. DoorDash is just an up and down situation every day. And know your restaurants. Know who takes longer than others. In my zone, I pick up mostly from Burger King, a place called Pop's Pizza. Shout out to Pop's Pizza place. Those are my two main ones. And Winn-Dixie Liquor. So other than that, I'll pick up from Beef O'Brady's. I'll pick up from Burger King. Lately, I've been picking up from Burger King now. They've been doing better, so I've been picking up from them. But mostly my biggest money in my area for DoorDash is becoming McDonald's with Dixie Liquor and Burger King and Pop's Pizza place. So definitely know that those places that I just mentioned are done pretty fast. So, don't take an order that's $4.25, the restaurant takes forever. That's a whole different story, right? So that's we got DoorDash out the way. Grubhub. I should just mark that shit off. Grubhub is non-existent in my area. If I go about 6 miles up, Grubhub throws orders left and right, but they throw the same type of orders I'm getting here for DoorDash. So I don't try to go over there. But when I go get the car washed, I'll stay over there and I get some good Grubhub orders. They average from $15 to $25 because it's going to places people don't want to pick up, or it's going a little bit farther, right? So there was a $25 order I did for Grubhub a few weeks ago. It went 10 miles, but it was coming back towards my zone. So if you're over there in that zone, it makes sense to go pick one up and come back. But to go back and forth, I get it. Another thing when it comes to food delivery, if you do breakfast, there's a lot of stuff over there that we don't have on this side that I used to do all the time. Denny's, IHOP, McDonald's, Taco Bell. Well, we have McDonald's here, but Denny's, IHOP, Taco Bell, Wendy's. You know, there's some stuff over there. Sonny's Barbecue. There's some stuff that a lot of people demand over here. So I would definitely do that. Roadie, again, I'm talking about some apps that I do and how I do it. Roadie, I don't get that much Roadie, but my area CVS started doing Roadie. And sometimes the numbers are good. $7 to pick up prescription for 1 or 2 miles. I had one for $15 to go 3 miles to pick up prescription. So definitely keep Roadie up there. Shipped, the Shipped order, Shipped app. How do I describe Shipped? Shipped is one of those apps where you wanna pay attention to when an order actually comes out. So Shipped, the thing I like about Shipped is that the money will go up through the whole hour when they accept it. So let's say the order is between, you gotta drop it off between 2 and 3. By 1:15 or 1:20, I think the money starts going up. Because remember, Shipped, hardly nobody tips. At least the orders I've gotten. I have a few regulars, but you want that number to get up higher until the 50th minute, 10 minutes before the next hour, and then they'll drop it lower. So whatever it is there, that's when you get it. I've gotten an order for $29 from Publix for Shipped for 3 items because nobody took it and it started going up. So Shipped is one you really have to think about, analyze it. There's a lot of orders for Publix and Target in that other zone I was talking about. So in case you want to do that, you know. Curry, I'm not deactivated. The demand was low right now. So they're going to put me on when the demand gets higher. I did one order for them. It was $103 and I went 28 miles. I just picked up 4 little boxes from a paint place. What was it? Cheryl Williams, I believe it's called. It was good money. The demand started getting low, so you know they're like, "Hey, when we get back up, we'll put you back on." So it's whatever. Point pickup, man. Listen, it was an app that was up and coming that I thought would be great. I was getting great orders when I first started. Working it, and it just went to shit. It's mostly pickup orders at fucking the Walmart, and then you have to go inside because it's in a locker and they take forever to come out. I walked the fuck off like a few times. So I don't really even fucking turn it on. I should to see how it's going now. They added a feature where you can shop now. So whatever. Another one is Spark. Spark for Walmart is pretty good, right? Depending on the orders you get, there's a lot of people over there and you go to pick up, but they take forever because they cater to, I can't say regular customers, because I'm picking up for a customer, but a customer that's picking up that's not through our app. So they cater to them a lot. You can't pick up to a certain time. You can't check in to a certain time. It's fucking annoying. But what I like about Spark is the shipped, the package routes, the .coms. You could make 50 to 60 to 70 bucks dropping off orders. And I make sure I look at the app so it's coming back to my zone because my zone is all together. And I did one for that. I think it was 60 or 70. And I was done in an hour. It was 18 drops. But it was all in fade. So it was easy as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. So I definitely want to get back to that, but I don't have no use for it right now. As far as like, I'm not gonna say desperate. I just don't have the need to go do it, right? So those are the apps I use. I'm pending or waiting list for like Amazon Flex, Deliver That, and a few other apps I found that I'm still searching through. But that's my advice for you guys, to be honest. Now let's talk about my journey since 2019 because yeah, it's been an interesting journey. Let me open a fresh one real quick. Yeah, I'm not gonna show. I know I showed a little bit on there, but I don't want to show what I'm drinking. But I got no nails. All right. Let's see what we got flowing. There it is. Make sure you put your cup sideways if you want to pour in the cup. You know what I'm saying? Like I like ice cold beer, but sometimes I like to put in a plastic cup because it gets a little warm, gets you a little buzz quicker, right? But so my journey since 2019, I came to Florida and I was looking for work left and right. I'm old school, right? I got the shirt on, the tie. I'm driving everywhere looking for work. And I got, apply online. I said, is there a manager I can talk to? Yeah, but apply online. So that kind of pissed me the fuck off. After a while, I started seeing YouTube videos. The first YouTuber I saw was Bentley Coop. And I started hearing about DoorDash. This was DoorDash before the pandemic. So DoorDash was fire, right? The money was great. I remember the first week I did with DoorDash. Well, after learning the process for a month, I hit 500 in 1 week with just DoorDash. So that was pretty good. From there, I progressed to learning. I got to write miles down and taxes, how to maneuver. After DoorDash, I downloaded Grubhub. And it was like that for a while. And then that's when I downloaded Postmates. If you don't know my story about Postmates, I'll tell you now real quick. But there's a video. If you search through my videos, there's a video why I got deactivated from Postmates and Uber Eats. So Postmates, this is where I tell people don't get used to one app. Do not get used to doing one app because it's going to kill you. I was lost when I got deactivated from Postmates because I stopped doing DoorDash and Grubhub so much. I didn't learn the zones. It was crazy, right? So I got deactivated because somebody picked up my order. So I said, hey, I'm picking up this order for such and such. Oh, we already gave it to you. I'm like, nobody gave me nothing, right? I contact support for Postmates and they pretty much said, okay, it's okay. We dotted down or whatever. Not even, wow, a few weeks later, I'm driving, dropping off an order, and they're telling me, oh, by the way, I got a text. This is your last order. You'll be deactivated after this order. I almost didn't deliver that shit, but it was going to a regular customer, so I gave it to them, let them know, hey, I'm deactivated, have no clue what's going on. I called them, they gave me my pay, and they was hiding some money from me too. I was like, they paid me back my money, and I said, okay, whatever, but I was lost for a while. Introduced Uber Eats, so I got Uber Eats. At this time, I'm still not fully into DoorDash and Grubhub, and I already had downloaded Instacart. And Instacart, I didn't get into it for a long time. Not that I was scared. I don't know. It was one of those things. I shop for myself, but shopping for somebody else, it's a whole different story, right? So I downloaded Uber Eats, and everything was going great. But Uber Eats bought out Postmates. So that's another thing I gotta tell you. When it comes to these apps, when you get deactivated from an app, and that company buys up another app, you're automatically deactivated from the other app eventually. Don't know how long it'll take. It took me a while. I was into Uber Eats for a while, and they deactivated me when I called them. Oh, because he was deactivated from Postmates, and we bought the company, so we don't want nobody that was deactivated. Even though they told me you did great with Uber Eats, they still took me out. So if you get deactivated from an app, and the app buys out somebody else, you're getting deactivated. So if Uber will buy Instacart or any of the apps I do, eventually I'm getting deactivated. So that's something to think about saving your money, right? So then after that, I started coming back to my area, started doing DoorDash, Grubhub, and from there, I got my first Instacart order. I was doing parking. I was parked like a mile away at Pop's Pizza Place, and it was slow. And what was a $25 order came up for Instacart, and it said 12 items. I think it was 20 units. I said, oh, let me go try it. I shopped it so fast, and I made $25. I'm like, whoa, this is money. I understood the concept of the tip situation, all that. I'm like, whoa, this is money. Then sitting at home one day, I was taking off. I said, let me turn off Instacart. Let me turn it on and see how it goes. $45 double. 30 units. So I didn't really commit full time to it for like almost a year. And that's when I started multi-apping. Multi-apping has saved me. I'm not going to lie to you. That's why if you're new, download every app. If you're on the waiting list, keep calling them and calling them and calling them until they fucking put you on, right? And ever since then, I've been doing good. You have your ups and downs. You have car troubles. You have money problems. It's gonna happen. But like I said, try to put some money aside every day. We know we could be deactivated anytime, and it's scary. It is scary. It's just a little bit less scary when you have a bunch of apps to fall back on and your savings, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope if I taught you even the dumbest little thing, I hope you put it to good use and heard a little bit about my story. And yeah, man. So the other thing, YouTube. I need you guys to watch the videos from beginning to end. Um, there was a time where I stopped posting so much. I was on a roll. My views was going up. I was almost monetized. My views went all the way down as far as total views to get to monetized. I was going through some things. Had a few people passed away because of COVID stuff and everything. And I lost my mind a little bit, and I dedicated my time to work to not think about it. But I'm back. I've been posting, and we're going to keep going until we get monetized. I got other channels as well. In case you want to check them out, subscribe. Subscribe here. Subscribe to VAZ Slots. Subscribe to VAZ Fitness. I got a few more channels. But yeah, and Sports Talk with a Drink. Football season's coming. We got about 112 subscribers over there. So I'm going to be over there a lot too, like over here. So until then, guys, cheers. Hope you get that money. Subscribe, comment, share. I appreciate you guys, and I hope everybody does great and make a lot of money. We're out of here.